I guessed that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Yo, you know what that is? It's that time. Getcho podcast is in the building. That's right, that's
Your
right. This your homie Just. Tell him what
what's
it
up?
is.
What's up, homie? How you feeling?
We doing good, man. We doing good. The weather is finally nice.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's feeling we don't have to wear the heavy jackets. We could just go out there in hoodies. This is like Chicago's summertime. Well, not summertime, springtime, right?
Yeah,
45
yeah. I
degrees.
mean, yeah, 45 degrees. Yeah, it's not that bad. No wind. No snow. No nothing. We chilling, man. We chilling, so to speak. But hey, I don't know about you, but before we can continue, man, I don't know. It feels weird with you being on the
On the
right
other
side, me being
side,
on
on
the
the other
left. So let's just like switch positions real quick.
All right, all right.
Let's see.
Change positions, new
Yeah.
positions, new position.
But yeah, we live right here on Circle of Debate's YouTube network channel.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to Justin, just in time for the start of the episode.
Yo,
Uh,
tag team partner. That's Mr. 7 Days. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, Mr.
Monday,
7 Days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week.
Redeemer, can I get a oh yeah? Come on, let me get a oh yeah in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What's up, broadcast? Oh yeah, let's go.
Broadcast is in the building. What's good with you,
Yeah,
sir?
every time it gets in the chat, I want everybody to jump into the chat and just be like, oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how everybody got to come in now. That's how everybody got to come into the
Not
chat.
what's good. Not what's up. Say oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
know.
exactly. Or maybe with a little chupapi muñeño or something. You gotta hit them with a little something.
Chupapi
So
Muñeño? Yeah.
yeah, man. Um, Speaking of chupapi muñeño, there's a lot of chupapis muñeñoing their way to the Royal Rumble this weekend.
Dude. It looks like it's like one of the I hate to say every year you always say this, but I think it really is you looking like a stacked all-star.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it's a who's who, and plus maybe returns are
yeah,
gonna be in the Rumble as well. You know what I'm saying? Indianapolis. I don't know what was the last time we had this many all stars. Maybe the
man.
days of Reggie Miller, Ron Artest, Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh man, dude, in the
Right,
stands
right.
fighting, in the stands
The
fighting.
stands fighting, having their own Royal Rumble with the Pistons.
Oh, with the fans of the
With the
Pistons.
fans.
But no,
But
man, I'm looking forward to the Rumble, man. I'm looking forward to the Rumble. It's
same.
always my favorite pay per view to watch with the homies. It's a great
It's
show.
become one of my favorite paper PLEs to watch. Before
Yeah,
it used to be the Survivor Series,
right.
like the OG version, because you used to have like just random people being a team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but now, ever since 2020's Royal Rumble, it's been my favorite. It's really been my favorite. And ever since they started the women's Royal Rumble too.
Oh yeah. That was the one where that same year was the year that Shinsuke won. It was the year that Rey Mysterio came back after leaving
Uh
WWE
huh.
for a cup of tea. After his Lucha Underground excursion,
Uh
he
huh.
came back. Looking jacked, looking fit, looking ripped.
Dude. It was also the same year that Asuka won the
Yeah,
inaugural
yeah,
women's. So it was a good day to be Asian that day. It was a
yeah.
good
It
day.
was it was a great day to be Asian. Just don't talk about the last closing segments of whoever showed up at the end of that women's rumble though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that you know what? When you
let
look,
it
okay, we'll
happen.
talk about it. But when you look back at some of these Royal Rumble memories, some of them did not age well.
Oh
Some
no,
of them did not
no, no,
age
no, no,
well.
no.
But speaking of aging,
Yes.
what type of wrestling fan were you this week?
Okay, I've this week, like you said, because we got the Rumble coming up. I've been more of an analytical wrestling fan.
Analytical. Okay, look at you.
Analytical, yeah. I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at the analytics. Looking who's in the Rumble. Trying to like do the math of who comes in where. Royal Rumble. It's all about buy the numbers. You know, they always do the little promo package right before it, and I'm all about the numbers, man. I'm a mathematician, if I do say so myself. So I'm just looking at the field, looking at the
I feel you.
numbers, looking at the odds, trying to see the betting odds. Maybe I play some money down. You know, obviously,
Well,
I'm also a gambling wrestling fan because I'm in that Rumble Getcho Rumble pool hosted by Charlie. Shout out to Charlie.
shout out to Charlie. Shout out to
Uh,
Charlie.
so you know, like I'm all about the numbers because I'm trying to get those big numbers in my bank account. So
That's
yeah,
right. That's right. And I just want to put it out there. We are trying to get to 60 people. We're
yes,
we're we're, we're kind of around there, but there's still a lot of slots open.
yeah,
So anybody that's listening to us right now, hit us in the DM. $10 to get in. If we get 60 people, that's 600. Everybody gets a chance to win. You know, most eliminations, the winner on both sides. So hit me in the
yeah,
DM or hit Vince
yeah,
up in the DM too as well.
yeah. DM one of us, slide into our DMs, and just be like, "Oh yeah, let me
Let
get in
me
that
get in.
rumble. Let me get in that rumble." Shout out to King Matthew the Third saying, "What's up, guys? Join the chat. We
Yo,
appreciate you, my guy."
royalties in the building. King
Royalty,
Matthew, you
yeah.
okay? How
Okay,
you
okay.
doing?
King Matthew
Um,
the Third. Okay. What about you, homie?
okay, so the type of wrestling fan I've been, right, is I guess you could say a retro rumbler type of wrestling fan,
Okay.
right? Because you know WWE, they've been doing pretty dope things with their YouTube channel lately, right? WWE Vault, they had 24-hour Royal Rumble pay-per-views going on. So then I just
Oh,
happened to
I didn't
catch
peep
that.
that.
Yeah, I think it was on WWE Vault or WWE their YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like the same thing where they did Survivor Series when you
Right.
told us about Survivor Series, and so like lately they've been doing 24-hour Royal Rumbles. I think that was over the weekend. So I just happened to catch like, and it was only the Rumble, so not the pay per view. So I just happened to catch like a bunch of different ones, and
Oh, that's dope.
so the one I did catch was the '99 when Vince McMahon won that. You remember that?
Oh man,
That
yeah.
was, dude, another one that did not age well. And then the
No.
one that I watched, and like I guess at the time like it was really good too,
Hmm.
was the 2020 but the women's.
Oh yes.
Okay, and it's
That
crazy
was
because like that was
which
right before the pandemic happened,
yeah.
right? So the world was
That was
different then.
Charlotte, right? That was Charlotte
Charlotte,
the one.
yep,
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is weird. Well, why don't I remember this? And I just looking back at it, I just remember that she challenged
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley.
for the NXT title, which we all thought was weird as
Right.
hell, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what it was? Because at that time, Shayna Baszler got called up, right? And she's attacking Becky
Becky
Lynch, biting
Lynch,
her
yeah,
ear, you know, doing some Edward Cullens and sucking out some
bro,
blood. You
bro.
know, Shayna got to the final two and she got eliminated. They got cold feet with Shayna and decided to go with the safe bet and give Charlotte the Rumble
Mhm,
win. But honestly, they should have just given it to Shayna. Imagine where Shayna would have been because she ended up in that title match anyway by winning the Elimination Chamber.
mhm,
You should have just had her win the Rumble, like have her challenge Becky, and she should like knowing what we know now that Becky was pregnant and had to relinquish the title. Why not just give the title to Shayna? You know, because they gave it to Oscar because she won Money in the Bank, right?
yeah,
So shortly after WrestleMania, they did Money in the Bank, and that's when Becky was announcing that she was pregnant.
right,
And instead of in the briefcase was the women's championship, so it wasn't for Money in the Bank. So technically, Oscar never cashed in. So it would have been better if
right.
Oscar got a chance to cash in, you know, and get her the full Money in the Bank experience, and you know, Shayna get that nod, you know.
It's funny you mentioned that too because they were going with her even before when they had the Chicago Survivor Series that same
Yeah.
year or a couple months back, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
which we were all at apparently. Uh,
Apparently.
when we didn't know each other, you know. Shout out
Right.
to Matt, shout out to you, shout out to Jay, shout out to my brother,
Hmm.
shout out to everybody that was there. I'm sure Tim King was there.
Benji might
But
have been
like
there. Who knows?
Benji, I'm sure was there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, they should have gave her that, and then they tried with the Survivor Series win because remember that was a triple threat, and then you know Shayna Baszler, in that same Rumble, I believe was tied with the most eliminations, like Bianca Belair,
Yeah, she
who
was
who I
like
thought was gonna win the Rumble. right?
Oh, that would have been
At that
dope to
time,
see. That would have been dope to
yeah,
see.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I think in a way that's a blessing in disguise because the following year, I believe that's when
yeah.
Bianca won. So
I
they
think
they
she might
already
have
knew
won
that.
2021. Yeah, I think you're correct in that
Yeah,
regard for sure.
they already knew that they already had a star in the making already with her
A
anyway.
hundred
So
percent, 100%. But you know what, dude? I'm with you on that WWE YouTube content because I don't know if it was on WWE Vault or on WWE's official YouTube. I watched the Royal Rumble from last year, but it was the superstars live reacting to the
oh, I
match.
saw that.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
they did
yeah.
their watch along, of last year's Royal Rumble. And I gotta tell you, man, like Truth and Damian Priest were funny. Judgment Day, of course, were funny for me as
Come
well.
on, come on.
Um, there were a few that were just like kind of miss. Specifically, Braun Breaker, he kind of goes on off on a
A
tangent on what
tangent, yeah.
about what it means to win the Royal Rumble and how big significant it was. And I hated that because in that moment, Carlito got eliminated, and we didn't get his reaction to him being eliminated. So that would have been fun to see.
Right, right, right.
Um, Austin Theory and Eton Down Under,
Yeah,
Grayson Waller,
Grayson
they were
Waller.
they were good. Punk talked about his stuff. Drew was in there. So it was a good time. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. If you were meaning to go ahead and watch last year's Men's Royal Rumble anyways, go watch that on YouTube because it's the full match plus superstar reactions, which is always great.
Oh no, yeah. Anytime they do watch alongs where wrestlers get to watch themselves back in
Yeah.
post match or even watch old stuff, it's always funny.
Oh
It's
yeah,
always funny.
because I had watched too like 2 months ago when they were doing the similar concept video, but it was for last year's men's Survivor Series War Games match,
Okay.
and then CM Punk's return. So we get a little bit of everybody like talking about it, like Judgment Day, plus I think it was Sammy, Jay, and Damian Priest were like reacting to that. So it was cool to see for sure.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. But that's the type of fan we've been, for this week. But homie,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things to discuss. We'll get into the Royal Rumble coming on this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on, winners and losers.
Okay, we got to start off with probably one of the biggest losers this week, and it's Xavier Woods, man. Like in the New Day in general, like man, like their family don't love him. Like like Woods went out of his way to get front row seats for his sister, his mom, and his dad.
Uh-huh.
They didn't show up on time. The match started. They weren't there. They showed up all late about it. I think they sat next to Lil Yachty, or
Yup, yup. Shout
was it
out.
Yachty, or was it
Yeah,
Little
it was
Baby?
Yachty. It was Yachty.
I
Yeah.
can't remember who he was sitting next to.
Yep. It was a little boat. Yep.
But yeah, they were they were just chilling there, right? So they were just chilling with him, and then like he goes up to him, and was like, "What happened? Why are you so late? Like why didn't you show up on time?" And then they reveal that they have a brand New Day sucks shirt,
Yeah.
and then he took a L to Rey Mysterio. I mean, he had a really good match, but he took an L to Rey Mysterio last week. I think Kofi took an L to Rey Mysterio as well. So
Uh-huh.
they're taking L's. Nobody likes them. Literally, no one likes them. Not even Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser liked them. They just ran
Dude,
off, and I'm
brushed
like,
them
ew.
off.
Yeah, I brushed them off. I'm like, ew, gross. You can't sit with us. Uh, yeah, no, like everybody's against the New Day, and they got to take it now this week for sure. Um, in terms
Shout out
of
to the
win,
dad for opening his shirt, like for the ultra reveal.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
oh
Like
yeah,
like he was like Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. And then in terms of a winner, you know what? I gotta give it to Damian Priest. He got transferred, windowed over to SmackDown last week on Friday, and I think
Uh-huh.
that's good. I think that's a winner for him, and I'll tell you why. Because on
Okay.
Raw, he already faced Gunther for the world title, failed.
True.
Uh, the Intercontinental Championship, yeah, you can go against Braun Breaker, but I feel like you're taking a step down a level. You go over to SmackDown, they're gonna need big names there. They're gonna need big players. They need
True.
people to level up and rise up to the level of competition. In the past, you've seen superstars go from Raw to SmackDown that are lower in the card and move up to become main eventers. Guys like Booker T, guys like Rob Van Dam, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, Edge went over to SmackDown, just blew the fuck up. Randy
Right.
Orton, like so. It's commonplace to see wrestlers. I mean, even Batista, he won the world title. He beat Triple H in their rematch. I think at No Mercy or whatever it was, or
Okay.
Backlash. It
Yeah.
might have
Yeah.
been. and he goes over to SmackDown, and now he's the champion over on SmackDown. JBL is a perfect example of someone breaking out on SmackDown, and SmackDown is gonna need people, especially with 3 hours. Damian Priest felt a little weird with his gear because it was red, and I'm not used to him being on SmackDown. However, he showed out. He beat Carmelo Hayes,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks to be a big fixture in SmackDown. He already had a little run in with the current WWE champion Cody Rhodes, so they can run back Cody versus Damian Priest. So there's
Right.
options there for him. So it might be a blessing in disguise. Plus, also he's just away from Judgment Day, so that's a big win for him too.
True. I mean, we'll finally get to see, the days of Punishment Truth Art Martinez, you know what I'm saying? And see how he was in NXT when he was the Archer,
Hmm.
right? Like we'll get
Yeah,
that back, right?
yeah,
So shout
for
out to
sure.
Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Um, a winner for me, right? Saturday night's main event. I thought overall Saturday night's main event was a
good
good
show.
show,
Yeah,
top to bottom. I mean, you're never gonna get like huge wins. Sometimes, I mean, we did get a women's title exchange right the very first night, right?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
was
With
which was a good way to start with Rhea and Liv.
yeah.
But this match with Rhea and Nia Jax was crazy, right? And then the match between Jacob and Braun Strowman was also
Oh
crazy.
man, for
Whoo,
sure.
man.
For sure, 100%.
You know,
Uh,
and I see the little bit of discourse and 50-50 feeling on Tamatanga and Jacob like being as a kind of like a little small faction of what used to be a faction, the B2K bloodline. But like for me, Tamatanga, I know that you talked about it a little bit.
yeah,
I feel like he's reinventing himself um
maybe
for WWE,
could
right?
be. Yeah, he's not. He's
Because
not. He's not what he was in New Japan for
because
sure.
he can't do what he does in New Japan, right? And just be a
No.
guy that kind of goes off the cuss. But I don't know. I see the crowd and they're kind of into the yeah. I kind
I
of
mean, the
see it a
crowd
little bit.
is into it. Yeah, yeah, they're into the shh. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. There. So like he's finding something. He's finding something. So I mean, we all know that he can wrestle,
Mm-hmm.
but in order to find that character, he's definitely doing something because nobody else is really doing them crazy ass noises like that.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure. So I mean, it is different. I'll give him that for
uh-huh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Okay.
interested to see where it branches off from.
All right. All right. So what about loser? You got any losers?
Man. You know, one of the losers is that Jesse Bonaventura. I like him. I do.
What?
I
Okay.
I like him. I like that
Unpack
he's
that.
bringing the nostalgia back to Saturday Night's main event and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. But I feel like there's a time and a place for political jokes.
Yeah.
Like okay, you can do it when it's like irrelevant to the product,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, but like just to make an all comment about like his feeling of I mean, I know that's him. I know that's what
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's also a time and place for that.
Yeah. I feel that. I mean, he also threw a shot at Braun Breaker just because he's a Steiner. He's like, oh, he's a Steiner, so he thinks 2 + 2 = 5.
Yeah. I mean, like that's classic dad jokes right there. So like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I understand, but I mean, just in the body, okay, like you can do you, but just like kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
do
Also,
less of it. Do less of it.
I
Do
will
less.
say, I'm glad that he was backing Sheamus up in that
Right?
title
Yeah, I
match.
like that. See, shit like that. Yeah,
Like that
yeah,
was fine, but then at the end, I feel like he went too hard to like, oh no, the referee's decision is final.
yeah.
Just like in sports, if they make a call, they don't undo it. That's oh my, all right, old man, sit the fuck down. It's fucking pro wrestling. Chill the fuck out. Botches happen, mistakes happen. There's mistiming. Chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck
That
out.
was a dope match too.
Oh
Sheamus and
man, they
Brown.
fucking crushed
Woo,
it, man. They crushed it
woo.
100%. All right, all right.
So
So
that's my only losers of that whole show is
okay,
the too much
all
too
right,
much of Jesse and
fair,
Body a little bit.
fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I mean it's kind of worn out already. Uh, t- t- uh, King Matthew the Third says, "Are we gonna do any Royal Rumble predictions?" We'll probably do predictions, maybe.
We'll get to a
Yeah,
few.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
get to a few. Like probably like give us like maybe 8 10 minutes. We'll get there. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
homie?
yeah, yeah. We'll get there. We'll
Yeah,
get
man.
there.
I know you're royalty, but man, this ain't your castle. You know what I'm saying? I was kidding. I was kidding. Just kidding, bro. Just kidding. Just
Okay,
kidding.
okay. Going back to some more winners and losers for me of the wrestling week.
Okay.
I got to give a quick winners to Roman Reigns. Got announced as the cover athlete of NBA, not NBA, WWE 2K25. My fault. My fault.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Then he's also the head of the table, head of the bloodline tree or whatever in the bloodline edition. That's $130. So there's
Woo.
that. So shout out to him. He deserves to have his own solo cover of the game. He's been the man for the last 4 or 5 years, nonstop. In terms of losers, fuck, I just had my loser right now. Oh yeah, I gotta give it to Braun Strowman because he got that ass cooked by
Mm.
Jacob Fatu on Saturday night's main event. I know we slightly talked about it, but Braun Strowman is just like mass for me. I just feel like he's not hitting anymore. Like the aura and the mystique that he had back in the day when he was feuding with Roman Reigns on Raw when they first did the brand split in in 2016. It's just it's dead and gone. I don't feel like he's got anything to add anymore except for just being like a big body on the roster. So we'll see. But for me, I think he's a little bit of a loser right now.
Yeah, you know what? When I saw those prices for some of those packages, pause. Um, I was kind of like, ooh, man, I wish they would just give some of these like when you reach a certain level in story mode, like how they
Mm-hmm.
used to do, right? Like
Yup.
it was a little bit of an
Yup.
incentive if you got to like whatever character you unlocked, something, right?
Yeah.
Because like from years past, I don't know how many of these WWE games have really been like truly playable. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's not a lot, right? And so
No.
then you're asking the fans who want to buy this game to spend an additional for the package. It's kind of like, like are you just trying to make money off of the hardcore fan that wants to buy this, or
Yeah.
you're just trying to like,
I
make it
mean,
make it worth like if for the gamer and the fan that really really wants to play it.
because if you remember, just or like back in the day when you got deluxe or like premium editions or whatever, it came with like a bunch of physical stuff that were exclusive to the game.
Yeah,
Like you get like a
yeah,
figure or something, something like that. But you know, I don't know. I don't. Right now, it's just like DLC stuff, and it's like different cosmetic
yeah.
things and like player cards for their faction mode. I'm like, ain't nobody playing that faction
That's
mode.
what I'm saying. Like
Ain't nobody
this is
touching that.
this is not Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I don't
No,
want like a lot all these skins or
exactly.
whatever. Like I
Yeah,
want to play as a wrestler and beat bitches up. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
For sure, for sure. Shout out to the OPC
OPC,
Ivan, Circle of Debate, head of the Circle of
hermano.
Debate table. It says he's been in the process of moving, packing up. Like paying the ass to move. Unpacking is going to be worse, he says. But he's here supporting us, and we appreciate you.
Hey, appreciate you, man. I hope everything's all good over there in
Yeah,
LA. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
Be safe. But yeah, okay. I gotta say, right? We
Yeah,
love Seth Rollins, right? We love that
right,
guy.
right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? But I got to give a Getcho moment to Seth Rollins, right? I know he tries so hard with these outfits. I know he does, right? Remember that dude came out in like some condom looking suit one year.
hmm
Dude was wearing lace one year, had bows on his sneakers. He was wearing the big boot one time and all the
Oh my,
mischiefs, reverse
yeah,
sneakers.
yeah.
But this Monday, if you got the
Mm,
picture,
I got it right here.
Getcho looking like Party Rock Anthem, LMFAO. Party Rock is in the house
Oh man,
tonight.
yeah, I see it for sure.
Seth Rollins gonna burn it down.
Oh, okay, okay. I see the remix. I see the
you
remix.
see the you see the vision? You see the vision remix?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh
I
my
see. I see.
gosh. Every
Hey,
day I'm curb stopping.
shout out the Delorean podcast in the
Delorean,
building.
hey, what's good with you? What's good with you?
Uh, he's Ivan says, don't forget Vince. Now y'all both are los papacitos of podcasting. Oh yeah, los papacitos of podcast. I'll take it. Yeah, like
Hey,
los guerreros, but los papacitos. Or
Los
like,
Papacitos,
or maybe, or like Or maybe like Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, just like taking our pants off mid match, just throwing them at people's faces.
Yo, it's showing all of the chorizo. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Showing
showing
all the.
all the chorizo. There you go. There you go. But okay, okay. More winners, right? You know what? This one is a winner and loser at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give it to Selena Vega. And the reason why I'm gonna say loser is because she's losing her family, her familia, the LWO. She's gonna still rep. She says she's still gonna always rep LWO
She's still
over to
gonna rep him.
SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she got transfer windowed over to SmackDown. But she's also a winner because either A, there's one of three scenarios are going to happen. Either A,
Okay.
Selena Vega is going to go on the solo run and they're going to push her and she's going to be a fixture in that women's US title picture or women's WWE championship picture. B, she might get repaired up with Andrade, which would be dope to see. It would be cool for both of them. Or
Mm.
three, she might be paired up with a soon to be returning Alistair Black, husband and wife, paired up. So they could do something cool there. So she
Ah.
can either get paired up with Andrade, Alistair Black, or go solo. She might go solo for a while if she is waiting for Alistair Black to show up. So we could see a little story develop there. So that's why she's a winner. It's always a loss to see your friends go, but it's like when you graduate high school. We all go to our separate ways. It happens. It's okay.
It, you
Just add
know,
each other on Facebook. Send each other gifts. Add each other on TikTok and just send each other
make a new
TikTok.
group chat. Y'all got the group chat. Y'all will never be. Y'all will never be. Missing each other. You know
Exactly,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Share each other's location so you know where you are at and stalk each other.
I'm telling you, when you go back and read that yearbook, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Ivan in the chat saying, "LMAO, yeah, Seth, yes, good call. Just for reals, he does look like that." He also says, "Yo, even my wife, Roland, saying he does look like them." Yeah, there you go.
Hey, shout out, shout out,
Shout out to
shout
the
out,
wife.
shout out to the wife, right? The right, Opicita right there. But okay, so one of the winners to me, right, and I'm gonna jump into uh the NXT, right? The tag match between Julia Bailey, right, and CM
Oh.
Punk's children, I thought was you know what? I don't know what. For me, CM Punk's daughters, when they combine, when they
Hmm.
wrestle, dude,
Hmm.
they're a unit. They really work together
Bro,
well. They need to work in the tag team division with the two of them in
they
there.
they did that spot where Roxanne goes and does the suicide dive, but she does it from the bottom, in between the bottom and the middle
Yes,
rope. She doesn't do
yes,
it from where everybody does. So she dives through there onto Bailey and Julia, and then as they're getting up, it's like a flip, like a rolling thunder almost by
uh huh,
Cora Jade from the top rope to the
uh huh.
outside. Man, they're so good.
It's like
I'm with
real
you, man.
smooth. It's
Yeah,
real smooth.
and then Roxanne Perez doing the classic Bailey buddy like thing in the
Yeah.
corner where she's like, "Woo!" Didn't work out, but she tried it out. She tried.
Hey! It for what I saw, it looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Yeah. There you
You
go.
know,
There you go. No, yeah. I mean, it
she
was
got my
something.
pops rocked. She got my
Yeah.
pops
Hey,
rocked.
hey, there you go. Hey, but not just that, man. Just not just that. You got to give winners to the four ladies in the that women's tag team title main event on NXT.
Dude,
The
I was
Meta
just about
Girls,
to go there. Yes,
Lash Legend,
yes.
Shakara Jackson, Naomi, Bianca.
Woo! That
Bianca
that
looking like she
match
hit the
didn't need
Dougie
not to be.
at
That
the
match
end
should
when
have
she
been for
won.
free. I'm sorry,
Yeah, man.
my
No, no,
bad.
you good, you good, you good.
But yeah, okay. Let me ask you a question because I heard your homies, right, Katie and Matt, talk about on Smacking Raw. Shout out, shout out. Should Lash Legend and them won and
Oh,
Jakara
I would have popped for them to win.
what was the deal? Do you think was that a mislip by the ref or Naomi
No, no,
or
I think it was Naomi. She was supposed to kick out at a certain point, and
and she
she
didn't?
didn't. She didn't. So, but then, so it was like a millisecond, like time situation. So
That reminded me of and I don't want to compare Noemi to this wrestler because she's not like her.
right, 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 right.
What's her name? Eve? Not Eve.
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. Remember, she was down for a pin count, and
Yeah,
she was supposed to put her arm up, and she didn't. So the ref just stopped.
counted. Yeah, it counted. Oh, you know what? That I don't even remember, but this happened on NXT Takeover Brooklyn, and it was Emma and Dana Brooke versus Becky and Charlotte, and Emma hit that Emma might sandwich splash in the corner,
Yes.
and Becky didn't kick out at all, and she won the match. Actually, the ref had to count to three. Emma was like, "Oh shit, I won! Hell yeah, I won!" And then you just see Charlotte like, "Fuck, man."
This
Yeah,
is why we're on the pre-show.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking at the chat, Jay Henry saying, "Evening, Getcho gents." What's up, Henry?
Hey,
Hendry,
that's no,
Hendry,
that's Jamal, man. That's Jamal
Jamal
Hendry, right?
Hendry.
Right.
Yes.
We wish, man. We wish. We don't believe. We wish.
Um,
We wish.
OPC
That's
is
the
also
homie.
saying it was a botch on Naomi. She fucked up on it. Even the crowd was booing on that. If you look at the replay, she delayed on that. Yeah, the crowd was booing. I would have popped. I'm all for Lash Legend Andrew Carl Jackson getting that dub. I mean, I feel like they're gonna get called up at some point. So why not give them
It's a
the?
matter of time because they've this is what their third or fourth opportunity at the tag team titles.
It's their second, I think.
Is this your second? Because I think
Yeah.
they had the same match, but it was with Jade on SmackDown, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Was it? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That's what
it's only been the two times.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah. I mean,
Those two and Trick are ready to go.
what would be a better way to call them up at by just like they're still in NXT, they win the women's tag team titles. Now they have a reason to show up on Raw and SmackDown, and then they
Yeah,
just stay on Raw or SmackDown.
yeah.
Well, that's what I would do, honestly.
Hop on that
But
transfer portal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there you go. Transfers. Yeah, open the transfer window.
Oh, for the transfer. Hop on there. Hop on there.
Get that transfer wind blowing.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the nitty gritty soon, right? Because
Right, right, right.
Royal Rumble's this Saturday. I
Yeah.
had to talk about everything leading up to the Royal Rumble, right? And I saw this I saw this little feed on Instagram. Okay,
Okay.
how I forgot the name of the account, but when I talk about it, I'll shout it out. But
Hmm.
they had brought up the idea that maybe Drew, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens form a faction, an
Oh,
NWO esque. I posted on my
yes.
story,
The
like
Crash Out
because
Bros.
they have the same issues. All three of them have the same issues,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So could that happen after the Rumble? Because each promo that Kevin gave, Seth
Hmm.
gave, and Drew gave were literally the same thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. I could see it. I would love to see it. You can fantasy book it for sure, so it makes sense because they all hate CM Punk. They all hate Roman Reigns. They all want to take down Roman and CM Punk, and they're like have like a love hate relationship with Cody right now.
Right.
Well, Cody and Drew don't see eye to eye. Kevin and Cody are obviously
Uh-huh.
beefed, but then also Seth and Cody are just kind of like, hey, like they had legit beef at one point. So I could see it, man. Like they have common cause, which is what starts a group.
Okay.
Find a common cause, something to fight for,
Okay. Okay.
common enemy.
That the was it the enemy of your the enemy of my friend is my friend or some shit like that. No, that's
The
not how it goes.
enemy of my
It
enemy is my
is my
friend.
friend. Got you.
Yes,
I
there
botched
you
that
go.
bad. I botched that bad.
No, I think you got it. I think you got it.
But okay. Let's talk about our homie the king in the chat said talk about Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah.
Who's your final four? You have to either give your final
Ooh.
four for the women and the men. Who would it
Okay.
be?
So let's start with the women.
Let's
Um,
call this our Royal Rumble Austin theory right here.
so far for the women, we have Nia Jax, Bailey, Charlotte, Naomi, Bianca, Liv, Raquel, Lyra, Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Io Sky. I think the final four comes down to I'm gonna give it to Liv Morgan because she's been hot in 2024, and she's been
Yes.
the runner up in the last two Royal Rumbles.
She has been. She has
So I
been
think
the
she'll
runner up
be
in
in
the
that
last
mix.
two.
So I got Liv Morgan. I got Io Sky because I think she's
Definitely.
got to be in there. She wasn't in the Rumble
Definitely.
last year, so she's got to be in there. I'm gonna give it to Jordan Grace. I think she's gonna be in the Rumble. I think she's gonna show up and she's gonna show out, and I think she has to be one of the final four, especially if she does come to WWE. You got to
Definitely.
make her feel like a big deal, you know.
Definitely.
And number four, that one's tough. I'm leaning maybe Charlotte because they love Charlotte Flair, but it might be like a returning wrestler.
Okay.
Maybe a Becky Lynch if she returns at the Rumble. Maybe an Alexa Bliss if she returns at the Rumble. So but I'm gonna take the safe bet here and say Charlotte. I don't want Charlotte to be the
Okay.
final, but I think it should be. I think it'll be Charlotte, Liv, Io Sky, and Jordan Grace. So Jordan, Io, Liv, Charlotte. Those are my final four.
Okay. Okay. So I got you with Io Shirai.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Oh, returning Oscar would
I'm
be
returning
dope.
Asuka,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna go with oh man, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with yeah, Jordan Grace. So I'll agree with you with that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm gonna go on the limb and I'm gonna say Roxanne Perez.
Ooh, I like Roxanne
I'm
Perez
not,
as a
you know what I'm
pick,
saying? I
especially if
might,
she eliminates Bailey. Ooh,
and that's how
man.
she gets to number four. That's how she gets to
Oh
number
man,
four.
that's how she gets to
Yeah,
number four. Ooh, I like that. I like
I'm
that.
thinking. I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.
What about you, chat? Who's your final four in the
Tell us
women's
who's
Royal
your final
Rumble?
four for the women.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of the chat, the Heel Turn podcast. He's like, "What's good? What's good, fellas?"
Yo, what's
De-
good with you?
Devin and I will be at the Royal Rumble to see the GOAT John Cena disappoint us in person. God damn. Okay, we'll get into that. That's a perfect segue.
Shout
Uh,
out to heel turn.
let's segue over to the men's Rumble.
Okay,
Homie, you
okay.
started us off this time. Who's your final four
Whew,
in the
this is
men's
tough because
Rumble?
there's a lot of dudes in here
Yeah.
coming up for that number one spot. Okay, obviously Punk,
Okay.
right? Obviously
Yeah.
Punk.
Yeah. Who
Obviously
else? Who
Punk.
else you got?
Sammy.
Sammy? Okay.
Sami Zayn. Sami
Okay.
Zayn.
Okay.
Jacob.
Ooh, Jacob's a good answer.
Jacob.
Uh huh.
Oh, man, there's like so many that like you could be in
You
this for. So let's put John Cena in there.
okay? John Cena. So you got Cena, Punk, Jacob, and Sammy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let me run down who's been announced so far. So we got LA Knight. We got John Cena,
Uh-huh.
CM Punk, Jay Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, like you mentioned, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura is in there, Logan Paul, Cero Miedo Pensa,
Hierro.
Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes are all in the Royal Rumble as of the recording of this episode. For my final four, I got CM Punk for sure because I think he's one of the favorites to win it. Roman Reigns, I got him in the final four. I think you kind of have to. This is his first Royal Rumble in like what,
Oh,
like 4 years?
I forgot that he's always had the titles. I wasn't.
You wanna sub out one of your picks
No,
for
no, 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 no,
Roman?
no, 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 no.
Okay,
No,
okay,
I say he gets out early,
okay.
and I'll give another Austin Theory. Why? I'll give another Austin Theory.
Okay. So I got Roman Reigns, I got CM Punk, I got Jay Uso. I think Jay Uso is going to make it to the
Oh
final
yes,
four
I agree
because
with
he
that too.
started the Rumble last year against his brother, and I think it's if you're going to continue pushing him to the main event and live up to that nickname of main event Jey Uso, you kind of have to have
You
him
gotta
in the
stick with
final
it.
four.
Yep, you gotta stick with it.
Yeah, and then the other guy. I mean, if you're gonna set up something between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, you could put Seth Rollins in there. But honestly, it's tough. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's not John Cena. I think he gets eliminated. I think he doesn't make it to the final four.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
Because here's the
because
thing,
like
like
heel turn said he's gonna disappoint them. So
yeah, with John Cena, right? If
Uh
he
huh.
wins for a Rumble, then it's just like, oh, he just picks a champion, and then we know that's what he's doing. You got to add a little drama, a little bit of a chase.
A
We have to
little,
have a little bit of
yes,
uncertainty.
yes,
You
yes.
know, you got to have peaks and valleys in storytelling. You can't just
There you
give
go.
John Cena the Royal Rumble win. It'd be the easiest way to get him to WrestleMania, but you got to really make it seem like, oh, we don't know what he's gonna do at WrestleMania. So
Right.
I got Punk, I got Jay, I got Roman, and you know what? I'm gonna fill in the fourth spot. He may not show up. He may not show up. But I'm gonna say it's the final boss, The Rock. If
Oh,
he's
in the
gonna be at
Rumble? In the
in the
Rumble?
Rumble,
Okay.
why not?
He might be
Why-
number 30. Number
He's gonna
30?
come out at 30. Yeah, he's gonna come out at 30. He's gonna be in the final four because you know The Rock. He doesn't got the cardio up. He can't
He
go
gonna
through
lay
the
out
entire.
Otis? He gonna lay out Otis and take his spot? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about Otis. He might hit. He might knock out somebody, but oh, you know what? You know what'd be funny if Goldust comes out at 30, gets knocked out by the final boss, and then he takes his spot. Oh man, but
Hell
yeah.
no.
But Punk, Jay, Roman, and The Rock. I got three out of the four final four being Bloodline members. You know, it makes
Oh
sense.
my gosh.
Imagine
Wait.
that
So you said okay, so you're saying Rock, Roman, and Jay, and then your fourth was
Punk.
okay, obviously we both have
Punk.
Punk in there, right?
Yes, yeah, we both got Punk.
Okay.
I think Punk might win the Rumble.
No, I think I'll, whew,
Because here's
I
the thing.
want to
I
say
think
he's gonna win,
yeah.
but you know what? Okay, so if I could sub out one, right?
Uh
If
huh.
I could sub out one, I think I might sub out Sammy
I think you should.
for
I think you should.
huh?
I think you should.
You think I should? I should?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sub up Sammy. I'm gonna sub him out for the NXT champion Obafemi.
Ooh, Obafemi. That's
Obafemi, right? Because I was thinking, I think I said on
hmm
Young Kings that he should be the one that has the most eliminations.
yeah.
Now I
I
think
like.
Jacob should also have the most eliminations too, so maybe they could tie.
You know what? Fuck it, man. Give Omos a spot in there. Give
Oh,
Omos.
Omos from
Yeah,
from nowhere, he
let
comes back.
Omos break the
He comes
record.
back.
Yeah, Omos shows up at number one and eliminates 20 people.
Oh.
Oh
No,
man.
but I'll tell you my Austin theory on this whole CM Punk thing here. My Austin theory is that Roman helps CM Punk win the Royal Rumble as the favor. That's the
Ooh, that's a big favor to ask your tribal chief, man.
favor for Punk to help out Roman in that
Mhm.
War Games match.
Yeah, yeah. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it.
You know,
We'll see what happens. We're a couple days
I don't
away.
know
I'm
how that
excited.
story will correlate because then it would kind of look weird, but
Yeah.
like that's my little Austin theory.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go to Jay Hendry. He says Jay is so over that it don't surprise me if this year turns into a 2025 version of Kofi Mania. Jay might change creative.
Oh, I
You know
like
what?
that. I
He
like that
had
idea.
such. All he did on Monday was come out and like do his entrance, and that
Yeah.
was it. And that was it. And then like that's all. That was his whole segment. But you know what? If he goes after the title, sure, but it'd be his third crack at the title, and I don't want it to be a continuous thing where he continues to fail. So if he's not gonna win the championship, I don't want Jay to go after it because I'm tired of seeing him fail. Because you're gonna cool the man down, you know. I
So
know
I mean,
when wins.
but let's say like what Jay Hendry is saying, like, could you see him winning a title?
Oh, I could. He should be a champion in 2025 at some point.
Okay, but not Mania. Not Mania, or
There's just too many players involved with the world title. Like I'd rather see John Cena or CM Punk or Roman Reigns capture that world title
yeah.
over Jay. That's just my personal opinion. Heck, I'd be happy with like Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre picking up that victory. I just think there's other names out there that I think I'd be more inclined to see them be champion. But again, I could be wrong. They could completely
No, I
turn
mean,
this all around and make me like fall in love with Jay all over again.
well, too, you also don't want to just be hot potato the title too.
No, but I mean, they haven't done it because Gunther won it at SummerSlam. It's been a
Uh-huh.
minute. I don't think they've hot potatoed it at all. I think it's okay to take the potato off the microwave. I think it's hot enough.
You think
Take
it's
it out
ready?
the
You
oven.
think it's ready to be
Yeah, yeah.
mashed
That baked
and
potato.
okay.
That potato's baked. That potato's baked.
Okay,
It's
okay,
hot
I got you.
enough.
I got
Take
you.
them out the
It's
oven.
ready to be made into fries now. It's ready
Yeah,
to be
yeah. There
made.
you go. Jay Hendry says it's like a guy keeps talking to the same girl, taking the same girl out and not getting none. So I get what you're
Hey,
saying. Yeah, I mean,
I like that scenario.
I
Yeah,
like that scenario.
I like that. I like that
I like
analogy.
that for sure.
Nice.
Finger snaps for you, Jay Hendry. Finger snaps.
Come on,
Okay,
he
okay,
knows.
okay.
He knows.
What about the other two matches? 2 out of 3 falls. Morning
Oh,
City Machine
oh
Guns
yeah, yeah.
DIY.
I totally forgot about these. Um, you know what? Obviously, Motor City Machine Guns has a special place in my heart. I know it has a special place in yours.
Mm-hmm.
Motor City Machine Guns,
I'm gonna
right?
go
Their first
DIY.
ever big PLE Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go on into WrestleMania as tag team champions
Yeah.
and have a dope match there. I feel this match is gonna be one of those matches where it'd be like, man, we undervalued this tag team match, and we
Yeah.
should have given it some respect.
I mean, it's going to
Um,
be 2 out of 3 falls, so I know they're going to get some time. It's going to go at
yes,
least 20 minutes, maybe.
for
They're
sure.
they're going to tear the fucking house down.
But
It's
the
one.
problem, I'm gonna say they're gonna tear their house down, like you're saying. But I
Uh-huh.
also feel like it's not gonna be. It would have been a match of the night any other night, but not that night.
No, no. I mean, it could still be. In terms of in ring quality, it still might be the best in ring match of the night.
For sure, yeah.
So I'm going DIY because I have
Oh, really?
yeah, can you cue me up? I got a little
You got
Austin
Austin Theory? I
theory.
got
I
you.
got a
I
little
got you,
Austin
homie.
theory.
I
Yeah,
got
cue
you,
me up.
homie.
Cue me up. Cue me up. There you go. There you go. So my little Austin theory here is that DIY retains. Obviously, they both turned heel. Johnny has been a shitty friend. They are manipulating pretty deadly. They're just shady in general, right? And then obviously Johnny has his wife on SmackDown and Candice LeRae. She's also been kind of shady, trying to break up the relationship between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, trying to like mean girl her way in there. Um, so my Austin theory is that come WrestleMania time, it's gonna be the Wyatt Six challenging for those tag team titles, and they're gonna target Johnny Gargano because there's history there. Because Dexter Loomis, used to be part
All
of the
right.
way with Johnny Gargano.
I like this.
There's that history there. So I think you got to do something with the Wyatts. Why not put the tag titles on them, especially if you do Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy versus Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano? I think that's something you could do. Maybe at WrestleMania, maybe before WrestleMania, maybe leading up to WrestleMania. But I think that's something that'd be dope to see, and it makes more sense for the Wyatts to get the tag titles off of DIY instead of Machine Guns. But that's just me.
You know what? They do need to do something with the Wyatt Six, and I like that idea. So maybe it might be a triple threat at WrestleMania. With all six of them in
Yeah,
there.
it could be. It could
But
easily be
I
that.
do like Wyatt Six having the titles. They're probably the team that needs it the most.
Oh, 100%. But then also you could do like a little actual feud with Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross. You could
There you
also do
go.
that.
You
That
got
would be a
multiple
really good match.
storylines. Multiple
Yeah,
storylines.
exactly. I think they
Oh,
have history in NXT as well. I can't remember if they cross paths or not, but it's Googleable, but it's
yeah.
too time consuming at the moment to actually go ahead and Google it. So we'll just assume they cross paths in NXT.
Yeah, we don't
It'll
have
be
Garn
our
here
own
for that
headcanon.
information. We have Garn here for that information. So,
Yeah, yeah. Garnet and
um,
Google it.
the one loser I will say, before we finish our Rumble stuff is that I'm just not feeling Karrion Cross in this whole home wrecker gimmick that he's got going on here. You know what I'm
Who did he
saying?
try to
Like
talk to this time? Sammy, right?
Sammy, right? Like,
Yeah.
dude, no, why you have to jump into somebody else's business, man? Like that doesn't call for you. You know what I'm saying?
Chismoso. You fucking chismoso.
Chismoso, 100%.
Hmm.
Like you stuck your
Oh,
your nose into many people's business. Like just move on. Just move on.
time out. I want to backpedal and take out The Rock and say he's not going to be in the Royal Rumble and say instead it's going to be AJ Styles in the Final Four. It's going to be
Oh,
AJ, Jay, Roman, and Punk.
okay.
Woo!
I like that. I
Yeah,
like
that's my
that.
new Final
Alan
Four.
Jones, let's
Alan
go.
Jones, let's go.
Let's
Um,
go.
Cody, Kevin, ladder match for the undisputed unified Wayne Deagle Universal WWE Heavyweight Champion of the
Okay,
world.
does this change the design of the title, or it just keeps the universal title the same?
Well, I mean, it could be one could say that the Austin theory here is that they're gonna make an updated version of the Winged Eagle WWE Championship,
Oh,
and they're
really?
gonna
Okay.
unify it. You know, like they always like to unify titles, and they're gonna make like an updated version of the Winged Eagle. I hope that's not the case. I'm not trying to be a hater, but I don't think the Winged Eagle is the best looking title, especially seeing it on TV next to the WWE Championship that Cody has. Kevin just looks like he has a replica toy championship
Yeah.
compared. It's so small. It looks like it's gonna fall off. Like the main plate looks like it's gonna fall off the leather strap.
Uh-huh.
If you do it, make it bigger. You know, make it the size of Gunther's world title or something.
Okay, listen, and obviously the Winged Eagle title is near and dear to my heart, but I am 100% with you. I know what you mean. But to fuse it together, are you going to be calling the Universal Winged Eagle title?
No, it'd just be the WWE
I'll
Championship.
just be
Like,
the WWE champion. Okay,
because it
okay,
was
okay.
never called the WWE Winged Eagle Championship. They just refer to it as Winged
Yeah,
Eagle
yeah, yeah.
because that's kind of like
Yeah, what it's like that's like the slang term for
yeah,
that
yeah.
title.
It just like the WWE title back in like from like '05 to like 2012 or whatever was the spinner title. Everybody
Yeah,
refers to it as the spinner title, you know?
right,
Or
right, right.
like Eddie's championship that he had, that's the undisputed title, like the first version of the undisputed title,
Right.
you know? So
Which is number 2 of my favorite titles.
oh yeah. I think it's either one or two. It goes back and forth between the big gold. Again,
Yeah,
another name, the big gold.
the big go
Yeah, big gold.
you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
don't forget the European title as well.
Shout out to the European title.
Shout out to the European title.
Shout out to the European title.
I also want to give a huge winner to Shawn Michaels for showing us that he still got it. That super kick I definitely landed, right on where it need to be. Shout out to Kevin Owens, Mr.
Yeah,
Royal
for sure.
Rumble.
Mr.
But going
Robo.
but going back to what you're saying,
Yeah.
it's still gonna be Cody Rhodes, and then
Yeah,
increasing
100%.
Kevin Owens' streak to 0-7 now at Royal Rumble Royal Rumble attempts.
Yeah. I don't want to overdo this, but my Austin theory is that obviously the story going into it is that Sammy is supposedly like, will he or will he
From the
not
promo,
help out
right?
Kevin
Yeah.
Owens?
Uh-huh.
Right? Kevin cut the promo. He's like, "Hey, I know you're gonna come out and help me. If you help me, I'll give you the championship. Give you a championship match. We'll main event WrestleMania for the WWE title. We'll do that together." Sammy has been missing more than Jay has at his championship title matches.
Mhm.
So he might hit the wrong person and cost Kevin the match.
Right.
And that is going to lead us into WrestleMania where we are going to get Kevin versus Sammy, but it's not going to be
Mhm.
for the title. We're just going to get a
Oh,
new
good old
updated.
101.
It's a new chapter in Kevin versus Sammy at WrestleMania, I think.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I could definitely see that too because the promo definitely led that way.
For sure, for sure. Jermaine Thicklin, I think I
Oh, this is
pronounced that right.
JT. What's good, homie?
Oh, that's JT. Oh,
Yes,
shout out, homie.
JT.
He
What's
says
good,
shout out to the
homie?
Getcho podcast. He puts the little alien emoji. Jay Hendry agrees. Brock's first WWE title design is underrated. I think it's top two. It's top two, top three at the very least. But yeah, man,
I'm with you.
I don't know. I got Cody. I know people want Kevin Owens to be WWE champion, and I do believe he should be WWE champion at some point because he only had that one Universal title reign, the one where he won that Fatal 4-Way match after Finn
Yeah.
lost and had to relinquish the championship. So he was essentially the first holder, like reigning Universal Champion because
He had the first reign. Yeah,
he
the
had the
first
first
reign.
reign essentially. Like technically it was Finn, but he didn't do anything with the title, unfortunately. So we
Yeah,
saw that, and it got cut short by Goldberg. Uh, Sorry
God.
to mention his name, Katie. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where like I do desperately want to see Kevin Owens be a WWE champion and have a run with the title. However, I don't think it's his time yet.
It's not.
And then,
It's not his time yet. No.
I mean, they could always do a switcheroo and put the title back on Cody going into WrestleMania. Matt was saying that he wants to see Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and doesn't need the title. I
Hmm.
disagree. I think it should be for the title because what other motivation would Cody have to turn on Cody than except for going for the WWE Championship? Because he sees John Cena coming back, going for the record of 17-time world champion. Randy Orton is not that far behind. He probably wants to like go ahead and get the championships to have that record over John Cena to prove that he's better than John Cena. You know, it could be a competitive thing. That's his peer.
I can see that. Why not? I
Yeah,
mean, he was. Well, they don't need the title, but if Randy Orton even wanted to go for the title, he could do that too.
100%. Heck, Randy
Um.
Orton could be in the final four too. Who knows?
Oh shit! See, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a who's who. You know what I'm saying of wrestling superstars right now. But yeah, but other than that, Royal Rumble this Friday. I mean, this Saturday.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be dope. I think they're saying it's gonna be a little bit early, 5 p.m. But
5 p.m. Central Standard Time.
that still doesn't mean that Triple H is gonna give us a 5 hour show. One time he did this, like for some reason it started at 5 and ended at 11.
Can't remember the last time that was the last time that happened was probably like either a WrestleMania or during the Vince McMahon stuff.
Okay,
I
okay,
honestly believe it's probably going to be like a 3 hour show tops. You know, because 1 hour for one Rumble, 1 hour for the other Rumble, and then an
yeah,
hour between the WWE ladder match and the 2 out of 3 falls tag team title match.
right,
So
right,
like 3.5 hours. So like it might end like 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern, around that
r-
time. That's what I'm assuming.
right. And you have to give like what 5, 10, 15 minutes for the drone shots as well.
Exactly,
And
and
then there's a couple like 7 minutes here to show who's in the arena.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
They might show like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer Reggie Miller is in the building. Sitting right next to Larry Bird. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
of Indiana people. Jeff
Oh yeah.
Teague and his people. Jeff Teague and his people.
Jeff Teague. Oh man. Shout out to Jeff Teague. He should
Shout
be
out
in
to
there for
Jeff
sure.
Teague. Shout out to Jeff
They might
Teague.
have
Right?
Larry Bird, man. Larry Bird might show an appearance.
Yeah. Well, I know. What IO Speed is gonna
I show
do
speed.
something. ISO
Yeah.
Speed is gonna do something.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll,
See.
yeah.
I
We'll,
like Kai Song. I like Kai. That's.
nah.
Um. But shout out to everybody that was there though, right? Killer
Yeah.
Mike and
As
Nino.
long as they don't take a Rumble spot, I'm cool. Because I'm still mad. Like I forgot all about it, and then I rewatched the Rumble from last year, the men's one, and how Pat McAfee wasted a fucking spot. And Dom even said it. Dom agreed. He's like he wasted a fucking spot for somebody that could have gone to possibly main event WrestleMania, have a championship match at WrestleMania, and all he did was get inside, look like an idiot, and climb over the top rope and leave. He took a bump.
Hold up. We didn't even mention our guy Dom.
Yeah.
Where is Dom gonna be in the Royal Rumble?
You know what? I think he's going to get eliminated by Finn Balor, and it's going to start some tension between him and Finn.
Oh. Tension that's been building.
Oh, Marks with Mike saying I shall speed in Kai Cenat in the Rumble. Hell no, I don't want that. Yeah, Jay Hendricks like I bet that YouTuber will be in it. Hopefully not. I don't want that. Fuck that. No yeet. No yeet to that. No yeet.
No yeet.
No.
Yeah, but I also want to send a speedy recovery to JD McDonough, who had a crazy
Yes.
bump on Monday. And props to him for finishing the match with all the injuries that he sustained as well. Guy's a trooper. I know we joke about him,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, he's still a person. He's still an athlete. So shout out.
It was a very scary bump. I was very worried for him. Every time he kept taking shots to the head too, man. Like he took a knee to the back of the head by Eric
Mm,
from Viking Raiders, and I'm like, bro, what? That's rough. That's really rough.
crazy.
Um, no, I was not a fan of him taking those bumps. He probably should have gotten him out of the match. But props to him for pushing through. Couple broken ribs, a punctured lung. No joke. He's going to be out for a couple months. Speedy
Right.
recovery. JD will miss you.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing I heard that there's a rumor that Triple H is set to go in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yes. No, it's official. It got announced by WWE's official page that Triple H is going to be inducted into this year's WWE Hall of Fame.
Mm,
And kudos to him. I will say it's a little weird because who's deciding who goes into the Hall of Fame?
right.
Because I thought it was Triple H that was making those booking decisions. Because
Same.
I think he reached out to Rey Mysterio 2 years ago to be the headliner. And I think
Right.
he was the one that told Rey that they wanted to induct him into the Hall of Fame. So that he just like, you know what, this year I'm gonna induct myself into the
I
Hall
would
of
do
Fame.
myself.
You know what? I've been booking such a good show last year. This whole last year, I've been booking so many good shows. I'm gonna put myself in the Hall of Fame. Or
Right.
was it a case of we don't have and we weren't able to get a big name to headline,
Oh.
and maybe he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'll put my like, and so it's like, fuck it, Triple H, you go in the Hall of Fame. You should go in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And honestly, he should have gotten in there like before Vince left. Because he's
You
already in
think
the Hall
so?
of Fame. Yes, because technically he is a Hall of Famer because he went in as DX.
Oh yeah.
But like,
Evolution too, right? Evolution, right?
no, Evolution isn't inducted yet.
Oh, they're not?
No, no.
Really? Okay.
No. So only DX went in. Evolution not yet, but they should.
They should,
My
yeah.
my whole thing is like he's now the head writer. He's now the head booker, so to speak. He's Papa H. He's running
Yeah.
things. So for him to give himself the Hall of Fame, not like it feels weird. Like he does deserve it 100%. But
Uh-huh.
I'm just kind of I just want to know if someone told him that he was going to get inducted, or that he just
Did he
decided. You
just
know
can't
what?
put
Fuck
his
it.
name down?
He just wrote his name down. Oh, what what
um
what if what if it was like a Harry Potter thing where they put his name and they put in the Goblet of Fire? It's like, oh, Triple H, Hall of Fame.
Hell no.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Um, Jay Hendry in the chat says WWE has to start booking Dom more seriously. Dom can actually wrestle. Yes, he should be.
Yes. Jay Henry, yes.
You know what?
Yes.
Fuck it. Dom wins the Royal Rumble. He challenges Cody and Gunther and
Oh,
becomes
listen to
undisputed
you.
heavyweight champion.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
forward. I'm gonna go forward and say he wins the elimination chamber.
oh, I like that. I like
You
that.
know?
Jay Hendry also says, for some reason, I thought John Cena would go into the Hall of Fame this year. I think the reason why is because he's still going to be wrestling the whole year of 2025. I think he'll go in next year in 2026 if he does go in, because
Mhm.
he'll be retiring around this time next year. His last match will be in end of January. So then you
Sure.
have February, March, and then April. And then
Sure.
that's WrestleMania season. So 2 months after he's retired, then he goes into the Hall of Fame. I think it makes more sense to wait until after he's done wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, with everyone talking about the Hall of Fame, right? I know our homies Young King still want Victoria to get in.
Victoria for Hall of Fame.
Victoria for Hall of Fame, as we all want her to get in as well. It's her time. But I think we, Getcho, should nominate our own person who needs to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to nominate Eugene.
Okay.
Okay?
Eugene.
Okay? I mean, he
Eugene
was
is a
part of
choice.
some pretty big storylines, you know?
Eugene is a choice.
He
Uh,
was over, you know? So I'm, for the short run that he was in, Eugene for
okay.
Hall of Fame.
All right. Fair enough. Just take
I
a
mean,
little
if
bit.
Triple H goes in, it's only right that his number one fan, Eugene, goes in too.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he should just induct Triple H at this point, honestly. If I'm being honest with you.
Could you imagine the speech?
Oh man, that'd be hilarious if he stays in
Triple
character for sure.
H.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
not to take
But
a another thing from Young Kings Wrestling, but they mentioned it before, and I think it should be Ken Shamrock, considering they're in Vegas. I think it makes all the sense in the
Good
world.
pick. Good
Yeah,
choice.
Ken
Good choice.
Shamrock.
Good choice. Most dangerous man, right?
Yeah, for sure,
Definitely should go with him.
100%. Yeah,
Come on.
I agree.
Come on. Uh, should we get into the reason why we're here, homie?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, one sec, one sec.
No problem. No problem.
And now, Sweaty Session.
Yay. So the reason why we're doing this is because I feel like, there comes a time where everyone
Shit. Yo, homie, I don't think you have audio, homie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Guys in chat, let us know. I'm here. I was silent. I wasn't sure if it was me, but let me know. JT, J Henry, does the homie just have audio? Oh shit, he's in the
yo,
bodega. That he's not.
good?
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Good now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. We can hear you. Okay,
Let's see.
you're gonna have to go
Hello,
back from
hello?
the top. Yeah, yeah. Go
Could you
go
hear me?
back from the. Yeah, I can hear you. There you go. Okay, okay. So, yeah, you didn't have audio there for a sec, homie.
Let me see.
We can hear you though. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Verizon guy, can you hear me now? Uh, Technical difficulty, guys. Bear with us. But you know what? I think
Hello?
the homie. Yes. Hello.
Could you hear me now or no?
I
No?
can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? No, I guess. I guess not. But yeah. The homie just, as he said, we're living in hard times right now. And hard times don't last. And sometimes you need to get some help.
Yo,
Sometimes
Vince.
you need. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, let me 1 second.
All right. But yeah, sometimes, like times. Oh, it's just me now. Okay. Yeah, times are tough, sometimes, and sometimes you need to seek help, right, guys? And the best way to go that is to actually go ahead and find someone for your mental health with all these hard times. Don't worry, Justin will be back. Hopefully, he'll be back. Hopefully, he doesn't leave me here by myself in the island of relevancy. But what we're gonna be doing is wrestling as therapists. So I thought that'd be something cool to do. But we'll wait for Justin to come back. In the meantime, why don't the rest of you guys in the chat let us know what you're final for the men's rumble are gonna be? Because we asked you for the women, but we didn't really ask you guys for the men. So who's your final four? Like I said, I had AJ Styles, John Cena. No, not John Cena. AJ Styles, CM Punk, Jay Uso, and Roman Reigns. But there are a lot of good options out there. So let me know what you guys think in the chat for sure. In the meantime, I'll use this time to remind everyone to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the Circle of Debate Network YouTube channel. Shout out to all the guys. They be doing their amazing WWE and AEW live watch along shows. Hey, homie, you're back. Can
Yo,
you
we
hear?
good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Could you hear me?
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're
Oh,
good.
we're good. All right, we're back.
Okay. All right.
Such
Why don't
a
you give?
random thing right there.
You're gonna have to edit that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, homie.
Okay, so what's
As
up?
you were
What's up?
saying, from the top.
Yeah, so I was saying, so basically we're doing a thing where we're doing wrestling as a therapist, right? So it could be any issues that they have post trauma, if they have mental issues. So we're gonna take our take if wrestlers were therapists. Um, you want me to go first?
You know what? Oh, let me freestyle one. Let me
Okay,
freestyle
go ahead.
one real
Okay,
quick. Try to get the blood flowing, juices going, and what
I
have you.
got you. I got you.
So I'm gonna do this one more kind of like of an ad, like if I'm advertising the therapy services. So I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, soy Pentagon Junior. No, hold on. Yo, soy Pentagon Junior. Y yo tengo cero miedo, and you too can live your life with cero miedo if you come join the Pentagon Junior PhD therapy sessions. We'll make sure that no arms are broken, no souls are stolen, and make sure that when your brother is held up in captivity, you know how to deal with that mental anguish when you're not being booked properly and feel like you should be one of the top guys and elevated. We will help you get you out of that situation and put you where you need to be. So, no, don't forget, this is a new era for you. This is a new era for Penta. This is the cero miedo
Yeah.
era.
I like that. I like that. I'm pretty sure everyone will go to him with no fear now.
No, 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 no. Cero miedo, cero miedo. Paramount Juice is saying Kitty Vic. Oh no, no,
I
I ain't
don't think
touching
she'll
that.
make it. I don't think she'll make it. I don't think she'll make it.
Okay, okay, okay.
But okay. So, all right, here we go. Is mental health drop kicking you in your emotions, putting you down? Well, let
Mhm.
me give you a dose of positivity. Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. The gold medal routine will clear and slam all the post trauma that you're going through. It'll put all your depression feelings in a chokehold.
Mhm.
When I had a broken neck, I was able to percolate out of it. I was feeling down and out. But now, with the help of my gold medal routine, I was able to Olympic slam my depression into the ground. Just remember, intensity, integrity, intelligence is the way to go.
All right, all right. Okay, 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 okay. I like that. I like that.
There you
Okay.
go.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me try to do something. If I was John Cena, if I was John Cena,
Okay.
Doctor
Okay. I'm with
Thugonomics,
you.
right?
I'm
All
with
right,
you.
all right. You know, you have to rise up and seize the opportunity. You have to live every day with ruthless aggression. I
Mm.
did, and now I have a PhD in thugonomics, but I also have a PhD in mental health. Come call me. You can't see me, but you can call me on the phone because I do only audio, video calls only. Can't see me, you can call me. In life, you have to fight through all the difficulties and rise above the hate. You have to thug it out because real thugs don't cry. So call
Okay, I
me,
like
John Cena,
I like that.
Thugnomics, PhD.
The the therapist is here.
The therapist is here.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. That's good. Never give up on your mental
Never give
health.
up. You never give up on your mental health. Give
All right,
give
this
give life an attitude adjustment.
you stupid. Right? Give depression a five knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, yeah. And I have 5 therapeutic moves of doom for that depression.
Yo. All right, all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right.
This is my last one. Okay.
Okay.
Imagine going to the therapist, right?
Hmm.
It's like, hello, doctor. I'm
Yeah.
here because I have a problem.
Okay.
Doctor shows up like, my name is Doctor Enzo Amori,
Oh.
and I am a certified PhD to treat your depression and anxiety.
Okay.
A
Okay.
session with me can get your mental health out of the mud and turn you into a bona fide stud. Bada boom, the realest therapist in the room. How you feeling?
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
You know, cost you zero dimes.
Okay.
You know,
After this therapy session, you won't no longer feel SAWFT
AWFT
so
soft
forget about it. Fugazis. You don't want to be a
fugazis,
fugazi.
fugazis. Come
Fugazis. Okay.
on,
Okay. Okay.
smack
Okay.
talker Skywalker.
I like it. All right. All right. All right. Okay, for my last one, it's gonna be more of an improv one.
All right, I'm
So I'm
listening.
gonna need your help with this, homie.
Okay,
So,
I got you.
uh, you're gonna be the patient that's coming into the office, and then I'm gonna respond to you as if I was that wrestler as the therapist. So
Okay.
so so why don't you walk into the office? Like
Okay. I'm
you
going.
already checked in with reception. You're walking in, opening the door, knocking in, and you're
Yep.
greeting me. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello, doctor. I'm here for my little issue that I have.
Ah, yes, brother Justin. I knew you'd come. Come, my fellow compatriot. Tell me what ails you.
You know, I've been dating my girlfriend Sarah for a while now, and I work long shifts. And sadly enough, when I went home, I thought she was watching a scary movie because I heard a bunch of people screaming. But I found out that she was the one screaming because I found her with another man. So I'm here because I need to get over this depression because I just don't know what to do with myself.
Ah, yes, a troublesome fate, one that I too have befallen to. Perhaps, my friend, you are experiencing feelings of depression as you mentioned, loneliness perhaps from this betrayal, and of course, you must have a heart broken condition. Yes. Not wonderful. Sorry. Do not fret. My broken brilliance will illuminate the darkness of your betrayal. First, you must gather all that negativity, all that loneliness, put it in a box, everything that's afflicting you, and you must delete it. You must render it obsolete. It will fade away and become obsolete. Ah, yes. And I too overcame my broken condition and became awoken. And you too will be awoken one day and no longer feel depressed, no longer feel the betrayal because you, my friend, will find yourself a new companion, a new queen to your castle. You will reign like King Maxwell. Perhaps you will find your own Vanguard One companion to lead you on your journey. Perhaps you might have your own hardy compound, maybe a Santos compound, something that will help. Just do not I I I beg of you, do not fight the spirit of George Washington instead of Kangaroo because Kangaroo was Kangaroo Jack and he actually kind of beat me the fuck up. But fear not. Fear not. Because one day with my guidance, you will become woken again.
Well, thank you, Doctor Matt Hardy. I think I found the answer to my problems.
Ah, yes, wonderful. And as the brethren marks with the mics did say in the chat of the Getcho live stream, you must delete thou ho. But yeah, that's what I got, homie.
Yo, that was good. That was
uh,
oh my gosh, the impression. Woo! Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
yes,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
Oh man, but that was good. Appreciate you doing that. That was the only two I had. Unless you had one else, had anywhere else. I don't know if I could top that. What you did,
Yeah.
but yeah. Should we tell the people where to find us? Tell them what's up with you.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and follow me on social media at SCS Vince if you want to chat with me personally, talk about wrestling. I try to live chat on Blue Sky and on Twitter for the WWE show. So go ahead and interact with me there. Go ahead and check out 606 Universe on the YouTube. Spell out the first six. I got wrestling content videos over there, so check that out for sure. Check out the Smack It Raw podcast. We're live right after 15 minutes after the WWE shows go off the air. So right now it's like 9:45 for Raw, 9:15 for NXT, and like 10:15 for SmackDown. These are all Central Standard Times. But yeah, go ahead and check us out over there over at Creation World's YouTube.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Props to you, homie. You can find me at Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. We dropped a Literal Diaries episode featuring
Yeah,
Jizzy
yeah,
and Jalen on
yeah.
the beat.
Shout
Right?
out.
It was good. We talked about toilets. We talked about hip hop beef. We talked about
Okay.
all kinds of stuff that normally Literal Diaries is known for doing. So please check that out on all audio podcasts. Shout out to Marks and Mike's Culture Class.
Shout out.
If you like what I did here, and if you enjoyed me and Vince, you can find us also on Smacking Around this Friday.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
we'll be reviewing SmackDown,
SmackDown.
right, and
Yeah.
then leading up to Royal Rumble with the homie Matt Ritter, right. So yeah, everything else you already know.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
exactly.
cafeteria.
We're gonna be smacking it down with smacking it raw on Friday for sure. Shout
That's
out to
right.
the
That's right.
cafe.
And again, OPC, want to give a shout out to him. Circle Debate Network. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're gonna have a watch along for all the major shows.
Oh yeah.
Saturday they'll be doing a Royal Rumble watch along, so please check out the homies there. They're all gonna be there. It's a who's who of cast of characters. So remember, check them out here. You can
Yeah.
check our video out here as well. YouTube, Getcho 316. Also check out that.
Mhm.
TikTok, we're also on there too as well.
If you guys want to gamble and want in on the Getcho Rumble pool, let us know. $10 to enter. You can win $150 per Royal Rumble winner, depending on the number you get. Just DM us on the Twitter, on the Instagram, where have you, and
And
we'll let you in.
if we get 60, it's gonna be 600. So
600 total, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of things. Well,
There's
DM
a lot of
us.
things.
We got you with the deets. We got you with the deets. Slide
yeah, so
in.
DM either Vince at SCS Vince on Twitter, Instagram, or myself on Getcho, Twitter and Instagram as well. But everything else, that's it. Don't be finding me in the streets and be like, "Hey, here's the 10." It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
No. You can't catch us outside. You can't catch us. Can't catch us outside.
Shout out to the holy Jalen on the beat for the music.
Shout out to
everybody in the
Jalen.
Chat. Shout out. I think that's all the shouts we got, right?
Yeah, I think that's everything. With that being said, guys, before we head out, can I get a whole yeah in the chat?
Oh yeah. Konnichiwa, bitches.